This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories, and welcome to my ranking of the Revenge of the Sith adaptations. I already looked at these by accuracy, and if you want to see my reviews of the Revenge of the Sith novel and game, that video still needs to get about 90 more views from when I checked just a few minutes ago. But I'll be looking at Revenge of the Sith adapted in its novel, its game, and Lego Star Wars / The Complete Saga, Droid Tales, and the Skywalker Saga. And for the three Lego Star Wars ones, I'm only looking at the adaptation of Revenge of the Sith in that and not the adaptation of the other films in it. So it'll be strictly just Revenge of the Sith for those. So let's go straight into it, starting off with number 5. And at number 5, we have Droid Tales. It's a simple adaptation, as I mentioned in the ranking of it, by how well it tells the story. It's only done in like 10 to 15 minutes, so it has to condense things down a lot. But it's fun and well told, but ultimately it is the weakest of these because it isn't dedicating too much time to it. In fact, you could say it's barely a fraction of the time that any of them spend, even the Lego video games. So let's go and take a look at the next one. And here we have one that's definitely going to get some hate from everyone, but honestly, I have to give it to Lego Star Wars / The Complete Saga with its adaptation of Revenge of the Sith. Don't get me wrong, this is a great game and I really enjoy it, but honestly, it has just a few kind of boring levels in it. It has the opening one, which is literally just you being set on rails, where if you die, you just have to go back a little bit. So yeah, although it is cool to see Battle of Coruscant in that, it is ultimately a weak level, and with the giant pain in the butt that the Darth Vader level is, I honestly just can't justify putting this over the next one. It was close, but it's just the really boring level in Battle over Coruscant and the giant pain in the butt that is Darth Vader is definitely keeping it down here. It does have some fun levels in it. Like, the Darth Vader level is fun as long as it's working well for you. And the Grievous fight is fun. The Kashyyyk and the Jedi Temple ones are pretty fun also, but I think the one on the Invisible Hand is, although a fun level, it is a little forgettable. So yeah, honestly, it's a fun one, but even though I have a lot of nostalgia for this, I don't think I could justify putting it any higher personally, but I know some people's nostalgia will probably push this to number 2 or number 1, but personal enjoyment, love this game, but just can't put it any higher than this. Going to number 3, we have the Skywalker Saga's adaptation of Revenge of the Sith. And this one's honestly just a lot more fun, where you get way more intense boss fights. I think that the level selection was also a lot better here, where it's almost all boss fights. You really only fight a boss in the third level on Kashyyyk, but besides that, you're fighting bosses basically the entire time. First level, you fight Count Dooku. Second level is fully focused around the Grievous fight. Third level on Kashyyyk is probably the weakest one of them, but definitely not as weak as Battle over Coruscant. And then you get great fights in the battles with Palpatine and Anakin. Although I do wish that those were combined together and put into one level, and they managed to toss one more level into there. Either Battle over Coruscant or Obi-Wan and Yoda returning to the Jedi Temple. Either one of those would have worked, but yeah, honestly, really great adaptation. Has a lot of fun moments, and since it doesn't have as weak levels, I put it slightly over Complete Saga slash original Lego Star Wars game, but no, it's not going to be too many friends. But it's honestly just how I'd personally put it. If you think differently, definitely let me know, but please be civil because it's just an opinion and it isn't the end of the world. And number two is the Revenge of the Sith game. And while this is definitely the weakest in terms of adapting the story because of how much it cuts out, this got dead last on the previous ranking because of how much the story it had to cut out. But if we just take a look at it in terms of just fun, this game is super fun, enjoyable. It adapts it decently enough and uses just little text boxes to kind of fill you in what's going on. Yeah, it still like completely ignores the fact that Padme exists, but it's just so fun. You get to play through Order 66 as Anakin, something that you only do in this and in Battlefront 2. So yeah, it's honestly just really fun. It's really enjoyable, but I just can't give it the highest ranking because it just does have those little problems, and it could just be slightly better. But still, it is really great. Wish they included a little bit more in it. But now it's time to take a look at number one. Easily, that's given to the Revenge of the Sith novelization. As I said before in the last video, this is an incredible story, really well told, and things get just really intense in it. It helps go into character motivation a lot more. It goes into Anakin's fall even more in depth, and it's just even more exciting. But yeah, honestly, I basically said everything the first time. Biggest complaint is it doesn't have the high ground line. But besides that, really great adaptation, and honestly, I only like the movie more than this, due to the fact that it is in live action and it has these incredible actors in it. But if they just used everything in here, besides, like looking into their mind, if they included all these extra scenes in there, it would have been incredible. But yeah, honestly, I want to know what you think. Please leave in the comments, and I'll see you next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.